Back on our bullshit again, I see. Alright, what new loser's showing up on the title screen this time?
Is it Adel?
It's Mitsuki.
Oh.
It is that. God damn it. God damn it, Arcane. Get out of here. Oh, well, we have dealt with the witch's castle, and now it is time to get back to normal. Or what passes for normal these days.
Now with a fancy new UI for the save menu.
That's the power of the PlayStation 5, baby. I mean, he's big for a teenager, but he's probably about the same size as that guy.
I'm assuming the art style is masking it, but I always just assume Shio is, fucking ripped.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, if this art style was capable of showing someone like that, like, he probably looks like fucking Kiryu.
取材は昨日あったばかりなんすけど、なんでもニアで広まったらしくて、こっちも戸惑ってるくらいです。了解っす。
I do like this because they tell us that, you know, he lives here and that he works with the Soba people, but, you know, it's nice to actually see him doing normal people things every once in a while.
Yeah, I appreciate when, you know, stories just do the show and tell thing.
Especially because, like, Shio's life has kind of been at 100% for about probably the last 3 weeks in games so far. Hell, 1,000% even.
Yeah, between the whole Blaze War and then immediately straight into the Witch's Castle incident, I can see how Shio's life might have been a little too exciting lately.
Is Shio the viewpoint character for this chapter, or is it just for this intro bit?
Just for this intermission. Remember that we this is the side story, so this is the one that is focused on Shio.
Oh, right.
You know you're in for a good time when Mitsuki shows up unannounced and just says, "Good evening."
Well, at least she didn't bring her secretary.
Yeah, that would have made things a little bit awkward. So this side story is basically just the beta couple.mov, I see.
Yeah, the game is gonna start, like, I mean, it already has, actually, but the game is gonna start pairing people off, and it is not going to be very subtle in how it does so.
I mean, we've already seen the game push Yuki and Sora real hard.
And it's kind of been prefiguring Shio and Mitsuki, like, literally since Shio's introduction. And then basically the other couple, I suppose, the alpha couple of the game is Ko and literally every unattached female character besides Mitsuki and Sora. I was gonna say, she has the fucking Men in Black in her pocket. Like, I'm not as surprised that anything is beyond her scope at this point.
That said, I feel like if your excuse for that whole mess was citywide gas leak, I feel like the authorities or someone should try to evacuate the city.
Yeah, they fixed the gas leak. Don't worry about it. Mitsuki's Men in Black are very good at their job. Like, she has so many mechanics on payroll, you have no idea.
Also, they just mind-wiped, like, 5 square blocks around the school, so that takes care of things, too. I'd like to imagine that, like, when she says that Kyoka's, like, busy elsewhere, she's, like, beating Yakuza members to death with a crowbar or something.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
If I've learned anything from the Yakuza games, they probably deserve it.
See, this is what dating is like in the far future of 2015. You know, like, you used to be able to just, like, go to a movie, maybe get dinner, but no, now you've got to take your crush into the fucking demonic underworld to go kill demons. It's a hard life out there.
Considering what dating is like nowadays and, like, the far-flung future of 2021, I'd say that's an improvement.
Just hope you don't end up in the piss dungeon. That's not exactly a romantic spot.
You know, maybe Mitsuki likes yellow.
Yeah, hey, some people are into that stuff, Argate. How dare you judge?
You know, if they're in... you know what, I'm not even gonna finish that.
I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse, Mitsuki.
Also, I can't believe these people aren't just automatically flying under the assumption now that, like, fucking everyone is connected to, like, either the Hokoto group, Zodiac, or Nemesis. Like, even tangentially.
Life just gets a lot easier when you just start rolling with those assumptions.
At this point, like, literally everyone but, like, Shiori, Jun, and Ryota are in on the take at this point.
Seriously.
I do like where some of these portals end up. Like, this is just in some dude's back room.
The fact that, like, yeah, he's been just, just living with it for a couple of days now before he bothered calling Mitsuki, like...
Alright, so here's where we're gonna display the necklaces, and gotta be careful not to touch the swirling hell portal, but we'll put it right next to the laptop.
I mean, it's probably a really good way of getting rid of goods that the guy clearly knows have been fenced, so... Fuck, is that how the trumpet wound up in there? Like, did the pawnbroker just, like, throw it into, like, his hell portal? Like, getting rid of this shit?
たく、あいつもあいつで忙しそうだな。表だけじゃなく、裏でも大層な立場みてえだが。白の巫女。そういや魔女との戦いでも名乗ってやがったか。心を読んでんじゃねえよ、じいさん。だがそうだな。愛も変わらずいろいろなしがらみにがんじがらめみてえだ。そのくせ降りかかる面倒ごとは涼しい顔して片付けちまいやがる。昔からあいつはそういう女だった。3年前のあの事件もあいつがいなけりゃ解決しなかったはずだ。だがあまりに完璧すぎるっつうか、完成されすぎているっつうか、味方についていた俺たちですらうすら怖えもんを感じていたくらいだ。あれから3年。
I appreciate that Aki's just there in the background, completely befuddled by the concept of a manila envelope.
I personally like the implication that everyone in Blaze was terrified of this 13-year-old girl who was, like, planning, like, fucking gang fights and shit.
Well, once she plays her card of who the fuck she is...
It's just straight up like, I'm the student council president and a Yakuza princess. I can destroy you both academically and, like, literally, if I wanted to.
じいさん、あいつを知ってんのか?
Also, Shio, were you not paying attention for all of Chapter 5? Literally, the entire fucking town knows about what happened with Blaze at this point.
Also unrelated, yeah, like I said, this game is not subtle about how it chooses to put people together.
So だな、カズマ。お前だったら。 そうだな、カズマ。お前だったら。 お前だったら。 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 お前だったら
I'm a little disappointed that you're kind of railroaded through this section with cutscenes, because, like, I would have loved if you had the chance to, like, just, you know, run down the road a block and, like, go to, like, the Gemini Club and just see how Aki's doing.
It is kind of a missed opportunity that you don't... That, like, this is just literally a whole bunch of cutscenes, and then a dungeon, and then a whole bunch more cutscenes. It would be nice to poke around, like, just a limited area where these things kind of take place. But I imagine that their budget for coming up with all of this shit was extremely limited.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah, whatever gave you that impression.
Hold up, I think I recognize this area from FE7.
Yeah, I do not like this dungeon. For several reasons. Chief among them being that Shio and Mitsuki is not a very... I'm not a fan. I don't like this party configuration. They're both fairly slow. And it's just kind of... Like, they're both kind of obnoxious to fight with. Like, Mitsuki is certainly the better of the two.
Yeah, the one who's useless 80% of the time, and the one who's, like, only useful against bosses.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of mileage out of Mitsuki throwing swords here, because this is not a great dungeon for the two people they give you for it. Although I suppose it does at least give you a good excuse to use her barrier to just, like, completely fucking ignore the poison floor. That's not nothing?
The game is just gonna be extremely liberal with damage floors going forward now that Mitsuki exists, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's just straight up calling itself out in context there. Also, I am absolutely going to fuck myself more than once, because, like, I will try to run, but of course, in order to run, you have to use the dodge button first. And if you press the dodge button without a direction, you just take a back step. And I am absolutely going to jump directly into the poison like 3 times before this dungeon is over.
Ah, it's like playing a Souls game.
I mean, I suppose that is also true in this case. Try jumping is also terrible advice here, too.
I mean, it's sort of, you know, it's sort of like your choice. Do you want to attempt to do the platforming, or do you just want to completely ignore it and walk across the floor?
I think Mitsuki's in favor of just walking across the floor, just based on that dialogue.
Yeah, that was a nice little call out. Just fuck this noise.
Also, broadly, the enemies in this dungeon are not very fun. Like, you have all your standard little spitter dudes, and then you have these fucking little fairies. They are obnoxious little shits. They fly around a whole bunch. Their charge attack will knock you on your ass, and if you leave them alone, they will heal other enemies. It's not a great time.
The placement of that, like, second to last one, like, in the corner there in your blind spot was really dickish, too.
And I guess there's these sword fire guys. There's not really a lot to say about them. They're pretty self-explanatory. You know, when they're not, like, literally getting deleted by Shio looking at them anyway. They do all come with a barrier, which is a little annoying, but there's really no reason not to just be power attacking them anyway, so... Shrug.
Yeah, slow as he is, it's good that Shio can at least delete enemies just by looking at them, assuming that they don't nullify his damage.
Also, this chest is a real dickish move. Like, there is no way to maintain your combo coming all the fucking way back here.
All I can think of is that, like, you'd have to, like, maybe leave an enemy alive and have it try to chase you over here, but I don't even know if, like, any of them would.
Like, I'm genuinely not sure how you do it. Because, like, there's that one box in the middle. It's like, so you can either hit it on your way in, or you can hit it on your way out. But either way, you're gonna be short one side or the other. Then I suppose there is the, I suppose the one thing I can say about the fairies is that they do stay still generally long enough for you to just get in their face and pop Mitsuki's barrier, and that usually makes quick work of them. Quicker than her casts do, anyway. Also, I should be clear, that what you are watching is with Shio having the element that makes him move faster equipped.
Wait, is that just movement speed or also like attack speed?
I think it's just movement speed, but yeah, that is Shio going fast, for the record. You can imagine what it would look like otherwise.
That's mildly distressing.
And can you put that on, like, other characters to make them faster, or is it only Shio?
You can put it on anybody, but it works better on slower characters. Which I think is the game's way of telling you, put it on Shio, dumbass.
Can't, like, turn Asuka into, like, fucking Sonic the Hedgehog or something?
I mean, you could. Nothing's stopping you. I don't know how much of an increase it would give her, but it would increase her speed.
Moral of the story is, though, that movement speed has diminishing returns for, just in general, I guess, so Sora wouldn't benefit too much from that, right?
Probably not, no. But, I mean, I haven't tried. I can't say that she wouldn't.
I would laugh my ass off if you put it on Sora and she, like, literally became so fast she was unplayable at that point.
So yeah, this fight is a fucking bag of dicks. So that is 2 fairies, which, again, as you can see, big heals, don't want that. And all the while you're dealing with these dumbasses, you have a scaled down version of that Dragoon boss.
I can see why you don't like this dungeon.
I guess if nothing else, this does make it a lot easier to see what the fuck they were going for with that boss, because, like, you can actually kind of see his gimmick when he lasts longer than, like, 5 seconds.
I suppose so, yeah. Still, the overall design of this dungeon doesn't feel great, especially when they limit you to this power couple. Oh well, at least the end's in sight.
I sure fucking hope so, Mitsuki, because I don't want to do this shit again. Anyway, thankfully, we now come to the part of the dungeon that Shio is actually good at. So, if nothing else, the end is in sight.
So does everyone's soul device have like an official name, or is this just like stuff that like Mitsuki and Asuka made up?
No, they all have names.
Do we learn anyone else's at any point in the story? Or is that just something you have to like pop the menu open to find out?
It's probably directly related to their master cores, but fuck if I could be bothered to look that shit up.
すみません。大丈夫です。この間の戦いの疲れが今頃出たのかもしれませんね。
Or it's all the poison you walked over to get here? I don't know.
とにかく今はこの異界を調べるのが先決でしょう。何かが違うのは確かですし、少しでも多くの手がかりを持ち帰らないと。
あんま背負い込むな。
え？
I appreciate the bosses being patient and letting them have their quiet moment before it finally spawns.
I mean, to be fair, once he does spawn, you will you'll understand why he didn't want to.
Because I'm guessing Shio fucking microwaves him in 3 seconds, given how much time there is left in the video.
高畑くん。まさか高畑くんからそんな言葉が聞けるなんて、一瞬龍崎さんの姿が重なったような気がしました。
あんなクマみたいな野郎と一緒にされちゃたまんねえな。
ありがとう高畑くん。なんだか3年前以上に心強いです。
So, y'all ready to do some ghost busting?
Hell yeah.
I guess this counts as something strange in the neighborhood.
I mean, remember that we are literally in some dude's back room, so yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, time to introduce fucking Slimer here to Shio's Proton Pack.
Because you'll be able to see the exact second that I got bored of trying to play nice.
I'm guessing right here?
I'm surprised it survived that.
Don't worry, I was too.
So I'm just going to assume that, a couple exceptions aside, bosses don't really have anything remarkable about them when you bring Shio to the party.
No, not really. Because once you reach a boss, rankings don't matter anymore, so it's not even like you can really get in trouble for tanking damage.
That is a good point.
結局この奇妙なゲートの正体は北斗にも見当がつかないらしかったが、泰造じいさんにとっては七草が守られただけで十分らしく、ひとまず一件落着となったのだった。食えねえじいさんだぜ。
今日は本当にありがとうございました、高畑くん。
But yeah, in comparison to a lot of the other parts of the game, this side story just kind of ends. It's just like, it goes through all this setup to, you know, go raid some old man's closet, and then, as soon as you come out, Mitsuki and Shio are like, well, yep, sure didn't find out anything, that was nice. See you next time.
I still think my favorite one of these is the suffering of Yuki Shinomiya.
Yeah, that's kind of been the only one of those that's really felt complete in a way. We'll see what, I suppose, it's gonna be, what, Chapter 7 now? Is gonna have in store, but yeah, the game's kind of running on fumes for now.
Oh, you think it's running on fumes now? You just wait till we start the next video.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a strong endorsement if I've ever heard one.